Hello everyone and welcome. Today I'm going to talk about the possibility of Kimi Raikkonen joining Ferrari. We know that he's a reserve driver in case anything happens to Sebastian Vettel or Charles Leclerc if they had to miss a race in the short term. But could he be back there for 2021? If you have seen on the race's YouTube video the 9 drivers who could replace Vettel if he left after 2020, they forgot to mention Kimi Raikkonen. I think Kimi still has it to be back at Ferrari and replace Vettel, but he will also need the right circumstances. I will evaluate the other few potential drivers and then explain why Kimi still has the potential. Firstly, Lewis Hamilton. He'll probably end up getting the highest ever salary if he does this move. It will be quite complex, and I know he still has his loyalties to Mercedes. Furthermore, it was expected to happen for when the new regulations start, but these have now been moved back to 2022, so I doubt he'll be there in 2021 when we know Mercedes is still the dominant team with the current regulations. Next, Daniel Ricciardo. He really could push Charles Leclerc, but I'm not so sure this move would happen. Ferrari could easily pay his wages and he could be a good PR driver like Hamilton, but I don't think he fits Ferrari. With his personality, he would prefer to be number one, and I think that would clash a bit with Leclerc, who is very competitive. This was the reason why he left Red Bull, as they started to favour Verstappen. The next one, Nico Hulkenberg. He's now a free agent, but 2019 was not his best year, so that will put Ferrari off. Another driver, Sergio Perez, definitely would have been considered in the past, but since has not been able to highlight his talent in the last 2 years, and that could limit his chances in my opinion. The only other person who I think could take this position is Carlos Sainz. He definitely pushed down McLaren to its limits and easily beat his teammate Lando Norris in the championship. Plus I think he would be the best fitted driver to be with the team. Though I would think Kimi Raikkonen should still take that race seat if Vettel goes after this year. Here's why. He knows the team and they know him as well, as he was recently there from 2014 to 2018. He started slowly on his second return to Ferrari, but by 2018 he had become much more competitive even as he got older. He has outperformed his current Alfa Romeo teammate Antonio Giovinazzi. He could play a good number 2 driver in the team and he can get on well with others. Also, with all of his experience, he can help develop the car. One thing I would suggest is he's a good short-term driver before Ferrari could perhaps get one of their Ferrari Academy drivers into that Ferrari seat. Ferrari is in the best place at the moment with their young driver program, and you can see this in Formula 2. The main ones to keep an eye on, I would say, are Robert Schwartzman, Mick Schumacher and Marcus Armstrong. Robert Schwartzman is the favourite as he's been the most consistent with his performances and also recently won the Formula 3 Championship. Marcus Armstrong has been consistent but needs to up his performance a bit more, so he's got that potential. But Mick Schumacher, I think, will make that breakthrough this year. He's been slow to adapt, but very quick when he gets used to it. We've seen this in Formula 4 and Formula 3 with him. Though the Ferrari Academy driver who I'm keeping my eye on is Callum Ilott. He did better than Mick Schumacher in the 2019 Formula 2 driver standings. Plus he also had some very good performances during the year, such as his pole position in Italy. Plus it would also be great to have another Englishman in Formula 1. But don't forget to check out his Twitch stream. He actually interacts a lot with his racing fans, and that's really good to see in this current era of racing. But anyway, I think this could be the right option for Ferrari. If Raikkonen is still quick in 2020 and Vettel goes, use Raikkonen as a short-term option with all of his experience until a Ferrari Academy driver is ready to drive for Ferrari. As a fan, it'll be great having Raikkonen back at the front. I know that not many media outlets have made much attention about this, but when you evaluate how it could happen, it doesn't seem so unrealistic. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. You can leave a comment and don't forget to like and subscribe. And that's a goodbye from me.